You, whatever age you are the perfect age for art. What is perfectionism? Perfectionism is the drive to do things well. So spotless home, excellence at work, you get the picture. On a healthy level, a perfectionist desires these things and works toward them but understands their own limits. Most of us struggle with that last bit. Our perfectionism is driven by fear and anxiety. We worry that we will be less than, making mistakes already, less worthy, less worthwhile as a person if we don't perform perfectly. Our identity is wrapped up in our ability to get things right, to get everything right. If you're like this, you know how debilitating that can be. Let's talk about it while I protect my husband's book with packaging tape. The perfect solution? I don't know. The doable solution? Absolutely, yes. The key to overcoming perfectionism isn't to cover up the symptoms, aka force yourself to do better at being less perfectionistic. You hear the irony there? It's to find the root of the problem. According to Psychology Today, which I will link below, maladaptive perfectionism is often driven by fear of failure, feelings of unworthiness, low self-esteem, and adverse childhood experiences. In that list, there's insecurity, trauma, an unhealthy relationship within yourself and with others, etc. Deeper issues are at work. Thankfully, uncovering those issues might feel scary, but it won't make things worse. Instead, it'll shine light on what needs care so you can heal whatever needs to be healed. Once you acknowledge the problem and feel ready to tackle it, the next step is to observe your habits. And I will not lie, things do feel worse when you turn your attention onto yourself. So take it slow. It is worth it in the long run. Let's talk about observing our habits while I color in my affirmations coloring book. The link to purchase it is below. One of the things I learned early on in therapy was to not judge myself. Yes, it's important to note I'm not a psychologist, so please take everything I say with a grain of salt. I'd love to help you in whatever journey you're on, but definitely go to a professional if you need anything deeper than a YouTube how-to. Learning to not judge myself took a lot of time. I learned to sit back and observe my habits, my feelings, my thoughts, instead of jumping straight to, oh, bad, oh, wow, that's bad. Whenever I experienced something negative or what I judged to be less than, I learned to value neutrality. Pausing to observe in a non-judgmental way allowed me to ask why I had these habits, these feelings, and these thoughts. I had space to choose curiosity, and curiosity led to layers of experience I hadn't even seen before. Underneath anger, I found sadness. Underneath tension, I found executive function difficulties. Underneath judgy thought patterns, I found insecurity. It was painful to acknowledge my flaws. My perfectionism said, no, that's not safe. My anxiety flared up, but each time I practiced curiosity instead of judginess, the anxiety subsided just that tiny little bit. And this was only during the observe, don't judge phase. When I was ready to move on from observation mode into habit changing mode, I was prepared to do it with kindness. All of the affirmations in my coloring book have a meditative encouragement written next to them. On this page it says, it's a peaceful feeling floating through the morning with a warm mug in your hands, sitting back to notice the birdsong. I used to have terrible morning anxiety, and this noticing of patterns allowed me to change my habits and live a much better life. Let's fold a duck and tweak the habits of perfectionism. This craft is the perfect example of reworking perfectionistic habits. As you'll soon see, I do not know how to fold a duck. I like origami, but I haven't practiced enough to be good at it. I also want to fold 1,010,000 origami birds for my husband's birthday surprise next year, and the origami book has been hidden in my desk for months. Perfectionism can lead to procrastination. Under that procrastination is the fear of getting it wrong. I procrastinate because I can't be bad at something that I'm not doing, right? But the problem is it won't get done if I don't start. And if I start, I have to be okay with starting badly. As you notice your patterns, what are some struggle areas? Things you know you need to change about yourself, habits that are undermining your relationships or your happiness or your peace of mind. The goal here isn't an overhaul, but a tweak, a small change, a small step, a gentle nudge in the right direction. I think of it like a healthy diet. Whenever I've considered going on a diet, I suddenly crave a lot of food. Why? Because the concept of a diet seems harmful to me. It's restrictive and surrounded by toxic attitudes and cultural just meh. My instincts protect me from this change by leaning as hard as I can in the other direction. So instead of going on diets, I tweak what I eat. I find creative ways to add veggies or adjust portions rather than cutting foods out altogether. I teach my body that it can trust me. I won't starve myself into losing weight. I will feed myself well for the sake of health. The same goes for healing from perfectionism. You don't need to fling yourself into change. That'll feel chaotic and will send your anxiety skyrocketing.
It's close enough. Oh man, beautiful.
All you need to do is take one small step toward the change that you want and see how it goes. One of the most powerful tools to fight perfectionism that I've found is play. I want us to return to the freedom we felt as kids, the freedom to imagine and create without anyone telling us to stop, without anyone asking if it'll make money or if it has a competitive edge. I talked with a therapist client of mine, I'll put our coloring book link down below as well, about how sad it was that art seems to be reserved for children and for the elderly. We see its value in early development and in late life mental well-being, but we seem to take those things for granted in the large middle section of our lives. You, whatever age you are the perfect age for art. Art is a low-stakes space to learn that there aren't dire consequences for simple mistakes. Maybe the line you draw will be ugly. That's okay. Maybe you will spill your paint water. That's okay. Maybe what you intend to draw won't look like what you actually draw. That's okay too. The act of using our hands and moving a brush across a page teaches our bodies that we are safe even when we aren't perfect. We get to see color and light and shape afresh. We see our place in the world afresh too. Art is the practice of seeing well. We learn to notice goodness, first in the things around us and then in ourselves too. If you're wondering about that basket of nests and acorns and dead bugs, that is my favorite noticing practice. I love to find beauty that others overlook. Have you ever looked up close at a grasshopper's leg? I keep trying to get myself to throw it away, but then I notice afresh the beautiful herringbone along the side. How magnificent is that? I have nature displays in my house for things like that, little treasures. On the painting I wrote, my family knows that I love nature, so they bring it to me. Discoveries, finds, wonders, feathers, nests, grasshopper legs too, all ethically sourced, of course. I hope this video has helped you. Please check out the coloring books I've linked below and subscribe. Take good care of yourself. Always, always be kind.